What's up, guys? Welcome back. So today we got a Marvel character. We're going to do Hulk. So I did Hulk years ago when I started this channel. So I thought I'd do him again. So it's kind of a portrait of him, close up on his face, kind of gritting his teeth. More of his shoulders I can fit in this time because I'm doing it on the landscape page. So hopefully it'll be a bit better. Let's go. We're going to start with his frown in the middle, right? So center point of my page is about here. Just going to come up a little bit, right? And we're going to start with his frowning sort of eyebrow kind of shape, right? So real big sort of curving shape there, okay? And this frown will go further. So it'll go like this way. And then this will kind of eventually become sort of his eyebrow. So he's got like a little bit of an eyebrow here. So it goes like up this way and then it just gets a little bit thicker back here. And then maybe some like hair coming down this end. And you can darken this up just to kind of show that it's a little bit of an eyebrow just coming down there. Right, kind of like that. Then the other side, so we go again. So we go cover it around. Similar shape, doesn't have to be the exact same. And then we go up. Like so, like this, and you want to like sort of just thicken this up, right? So we got like darker section, just here, and then you can kind of add these sort of hairs coming down, just there, and we'll thicken this up a little bit again. Just make it a little bit darker. Maybe try and even it up on this side. Okay, so roughly like that. And then his eye inside, right? So a big sort of curving line inside here. Up like so. And then his iris and his pupil. So you just do that again, just kind of smaller. And the pupil just there. So he's angry, sort of looking up, okay? And then we go the same side over here. So we'll go down. Around similar sort of shape like so, and then again iris, pupil, iris like so, pupil just in there. And then we could have some sort of lines coming around like bags under his eyes, and maybe some sort of frown lines or sort of wrinkle lines here, bags under the eyes there. Then, so his frown sort of will go back up this way again. Like, it's just because he's got this like big brow sort of area. Like so. Right, and then, so his nose, right? So we got more wrinkles and stuff. So like some lines coming across here, like some other sort of frown lines there, and something coming across the top of his nose, like that, and then his nose comes down and in the side, the kind of sides of his nose, just there. Okay, so nostrils on the side, so we curve them around. Like that. And then they come down to a point. So they come down, around, back up to there. Could have like the tip of his nose or something, just a light sort of line. Just there. So in his mouth, right? So he's got big teeth, right? So let's say pretty close to the nose. Say if we had, like, say, this sort of line pointing down and then goes back up, right? So like his top lip, okay? Roughly the pointy part is kind of in the middle. Right? And then this will open itself up, so we'll go around this way, right? And then around this way. So like it looks like a real angry sort of closed mouth at the minute. You could leave it like that if you wanted. You could just draw a bottom lip and then do his chin. But we're gonna do the teeth, right? So we'll go around like so. Around like that. And then the bottom lip is up and down. So then, teeth all inside, right? So we got like, coming from sort of the corner, right? We've got this sort of bumping sort of line for teeth here. Now you'll see some animators sometimes will actually leave his teeth just like that, right? They won't add anything else, right? But we can see his sort of gum line down here, right? So we've got like in the middle, this arrow sort of pointing that way, right? So you want to get that in the middle. And then coming out the side, we have the next tooth here. And then it sort of curves around like so. This is a tooth, and then the other ones come around, bumping kind of around here, right? Real big, gnarly teeth, and you can just add a bit of a line for each tooth going that way. You want a little bit more maybe here. And you do sort of the same thing on this side, right? So you'll go down, back up, and then bump around for the teeth. Right, kind of like that. So each of these can have a tooth sort of line if you want. And then maybe something in the middle. Can we see? Yeah, maybe some like tiny little gum sort of things at the top here. Just some little parts of this sort of pointing down. Just there like that. And you just want to suggest these teeth. You don't have to draw in the whole lot, you know, you can just sketch them in kind of like that, you know, lightly. Like so. That's roughly how you do sort of Hulk's teeth. Okay, so then his chin. So real big square chin just here. Right, like that. And his jaw is going to come up the side, so we'll go boop, boop, up there. And then this will roughly go in. Like so. So we got like these big sort of cheekbones, right, that like join his head, right? So it goes like down this way and then into here. Same thing roughly. Like that, right? And this sort of will like be his like jaw sort of there. And then we have these lines that come down from the side of his nose. So like his sort of mouth sort of area just there. And then maybe like some bottom sort of jawline or like something here. You know, this, he's got this like big sort of chin sort of stuff going on here. Like that. And then you can like sort of clean up your lines if you want, you know, thicken them up a little bit. If you want. Optional. Depends on how thick you like the outside lines compared to the inside. If you're doing a line drawing, if you're doing a pencil sketch, it's not as important, although it works as well. Alright, so maybe like some extra frown stuff before we start the hair. And let's try the hair. Okay, let's go for this. So sideburns, right, kind of come out from his jaw here. Say like side of his head sort of this way. Right, and then the ears stick out down. Just go into his jaw there. They're relatively small compared to the size of his head, I guess. Like so, and then bones and ligaments on the inside are cartilage. So you go letter J. It's always the best way to start, I think. Just it makes it look like an ear, and then you can add more if you want. You know, you can add like more of this sort of stuff inside. Kind of like that, right? Then it's hairline. So we'll go just up this way, and we'll add some sort of fringe, sort of. It depends on what type of Hulk you want to do, of course. You can add like loads of fringe lines, or you can make it sort of messy. You know. And then the inside of his hairline kind of here on that side, and then up the side of his head, just going up this way. Right, so just adding some hair spikes coming out this way. And like he's got a bit of a part in his hair at some points, like kind of like here, right? So we add a little spike this way, and then it changes direction, it goes this way. So this could be like, you know, the part in his hair. Go that way and that way. And then the rest of the spikes kind of go off this way. Now I'm doing it kind of like, you know, he's got like standard sort of Hulk hair. You could do it different if you wanted. Like that. And then texture lines and things if you want, like, you know. Sort of like so. Right, well that's roughly his face, right? So it's kind of like a generic sort of Hulk face. So, right, body. Big, muscular body, okay? So let's go, let me see, where's my body picture that I was using? So, center line for the chest, right? We'll go sort of here. Okay, and then our chest muscle lines will come around this way, right? So he's all hunched over. So we're going like across here first, and then we have another sort of bumping line that joins like his shoulder, okay? And we do the same thing kind of over here, right? So just comes across. This other sort of bumping line there, right? It's a good way to start, sort of. Then, so neck muscles down towards the chest here, okay? And then another one that comes down from the jaw, there. Maybe a bit of an Adam's apple kind of thing just in there. Some lines like. And sometimes veins are a thing on Hulk, so might add some of those. kind of this, right? So he's all hunched over, right? So it's like shoulders, he's hulking shoulders, right? So his trapezius is like right up beside his ears. So, and it's massive. So it like comes down this way, right? And this line kind of eventually joins it in there. And you could have like, you know, the trapezius kind of lines like that. And then more sort of neck lines and vein lines and stuff going that way. And we do the same thing pretty much over here. So we'll go out from sort of near the top of his head and it goes boom, down this way. And like trapezius down like that, and we'll do the rest of these sort of bumping shoulder lines. Right there, and if you want like more neck sort of stuff. So his shoulders come out from here, okay? So it'll go, see, like they're joining his trapezius kind of this way. So we go out, down, real big now. Crazy big, okay? Same over here. Real big shoulders. Alright, so ridiculously wide now. So you're about head width. Ear, like say his ears, the width of his 2 ears from here to here, will kind of bring you out to the edge of his shoulder, just if you're wondering how far out to go, okay? So we'll do his deltoid muscles now, right? So we have the inside comes out this way, right? And then you have sort of the inside here, and you have, so you have 2 delts. So there's a delt, you have 3 actually, but we can see there's 1 here, like that. And then this like bumping line up here. So you have 3, 1, 2, 3 deltoid muscles, front, middle, and back. Okay, and then like his chest muscle grows out from here. We'll do the other shoulder first. It's like an anatomy lesson. Okay, go back, right? So let's see. This will come out from roughly say here, right? So kind of shaped like a love heart sort of thing. Right, like that. And this is your front, and then the back one should be like, so say this will like bump up here, and then you kind of bump around again. So this is like the back. Sort of delt here. Roughly. Like that, right? Then the chest muscles join into your shoulders, right? So this chest muscle will join into here and come out. You can feel it in your own shoulder if you know, the best thing about drawing human bodies, I know we're not like all muscly like Hulk, but you know, the anatomy is basically the same. So you got like this same thing going on in your own body on a much smaller scale. And then same thing over here, right? So kind of comes out from this spot in his armpit and then goes down around into there, right? And you can add these chest muscle lines like that. As much of that texture as you want. And then his biceps come out from the armpit as well, right? And he's really big biceps, so it curves out there, and then curves out here. And then his tricep, massive as well. Won't be able to fit like the whole tricep onto my page, but goes basically just off my page that way. And then the bicep line, just be here, like that. And we're going to put like a vein coming down here. Right, you do the same thing on this side. So like tricep, go off that way. Bicep line again, similar sort of thing, down to there, and then put a vein, because there's always like veins on biceps. And then the side of his body kind of curves down here somewhere beside his bicep, and then you may have some more sort of ab lines here just coming across the top, and then like obliques starting. Right, and then that's the basic anatomy roughly. So after that you just sort of tidy up your lines. Right, but I think I'll leave it there. That's how to draw a Hulk. Hope it was helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.